The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Illinois' offense will take the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois lining up quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oak. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Trojans. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Scrambling away.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's DeMarco. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down in the red zone. And for this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Vargas. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Give to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight end and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job.
Got a lot of running room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, USC! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays. He showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. With jet sweep pass. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you've got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Going to the running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quick release by the QB. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Slips away. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Shakes off the defender. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, lofts one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They'll immediately call timeout. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. To the air. It's DeMarco. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the floor.
And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Going up top on first down.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He now has 106 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Back to pass, it's DeMarco. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
The Trojans will try to convert on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
That makes the score USC 42.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the ball. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That's reeled in. It's Turner. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. To the ground with the back. At the 45, on his way. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense working from the pistol. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
1st and goal, Illinois.
He wants to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Field goal is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, USC. And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 38 over Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this team.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking downfield, it's Toppins. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He's got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.